My name is Andrew Townley, and today I'm going to talk to you about what I think is one of the most fundamental problems we have in security. And I'm going to do it in exactly one slide. So what you see right here in front of you is a picture of Sycamore Creek. Now, Sycamore Creek is a place in Arizona. It's a fairly popular hiking trail, and this is a pretty impressive picture of it. But what I want you to see here is what in fact you can see. Because if we're here, we can see the creek bed, we can see that it's almost dry, we can see there's rocks, we can see cactus, we can see lots of things, and that's it. I mean, we can only see so far ahead of us, but what we can't see is anything else. And this is really what I see most of the security professionals that I know doing. We're talking about the rocks. We're talking about how dry the creek bed is. We're talking about what kind of cactus it is, how many needles it has, what color the rocks are, what they're made out of, how much water is in the creek bed. And that's what we think security is about. But the problem is we can't see very far ahead. We can only see what's right in front of us. And that's really what's holding us back. Compare that to this part. So what do we have here? We have an overview. We have the map of the entire creek bed. Now, if I wanted to go from one end of the creek bed to the other and I needed to know what was in front of me, which makes the most sense? Do I look at the map? Or do I walk along the creek bed just hoping that one, I'm going the right direction, two, that I'm not going to get lost on my way because, hey, I'm following the creek bed? Or do I look at the map and say, well, actually, point A to point B means that I don't follow the creek bed because that's a lot slower. And in fact, here's what I know the environment looks like. Here's where I'm going. And look, I have everything I need to know. Well, most people are going to look at the map because it's more effective. So if you're in security and you're in the creek bed, you can't see what you really need to do, and you certainly can't see what the organization needs to do. So if we're talking about the rocks and the organization is talking about getting from point A to point B, it's no wonder we can't communicate. We have to be able to see from the perspective of the organization, not from the perspective of the rocks right in front of us. And that's one of the biggest things we're doing wrong in security. And as soon as we can find a good way to step back and see the big picture, then we're really going to start making a difference. Then we're going to actually do something of value to the organization. Now, fortunately, we don't have to make this up. We have ways to do this. I have ways to do this. But if we don't even recognize the way to do it is possible, we're going to be wandering around in the creek bed forever. And we're going to wonder why we're not making a difference. Now, that's not where I want to be, and I really don't think that's where you want to be either. So if you would like to find a better way, then maybe I can help. My name is Andrew Townley, and what I do is help organizations build effective, value-driven security programs. And one way I do that is by helping organizations adopt the Agile Security System. So if you want to find out more about the Agile Security System, simply go to agilesecuritysystem.com.